Yo, what's good? What's good, collective? This your boy, Mr. Metamaid, Astro Pet, and we are here at Karmic Debt Week in astrology. All right, we've arrived. It's Karmic Debt Week. Happy 14th day of the month. All right, as yesterday started Karmic Debt Week with the 13th. All right, and for those of you all that don't know, the Karmic Debt numbers are 13, 14, 16, and 19. All right. A lot of people like to throw in the 22nd, but that's not really necessarily a karmic debt. It's a definitely a critical degree, nevertheless, meaning influential. All right, but the karmic debt numbers. So this reading, this oracle, is for you guys that are born on the 13th day of the month. If your birthday is the 14th day, if your birthday is the 16th or the 19th, this reading is for you. All right, or if you're looking at your natal chart and you got planets or placements like your rising sign, which is not a planet but a placement at 13 degrees, 14 degrees, 16 degrees, or 19 degrees. All right, then this reading is for you as well. All right. All right, this is for educational purposes only. And in case of a medical emergency, you will want to contact 911 or seek a professional. All right. Now, let's see what we got here for you guys. You got the Gemini card. All right. And the Gemini card, action word cross pollinate. All right. And what this could mean for some of you guys that I'm talking to, these are the karmic debt numbers that I'm talking to, birthdays, that what I just named, or planets and placements at the degrees that I just named. You guys at this time, you could either be looking at two options right now. That could be in work, you got two job offers, or it could be in love, because what is Gemini? Gemini is also a significator of the lover's card in tarot. You see what I'm saying? So there could be two options in love right now. You could be like, you see what I'm saying? Or this could be a thing where you're actually doing two things right now at this time. You may have two jobs. You may be, flexing it and dropping it and flexing it. 6 to 8 hours over here, 6 to 8 hours over here, 10 hours over here, 4 to 6 hours over here. Some of you all may be doing that at this time because this cross pollinate card did not just pop up for no reason. All right. And Gemini represents duality. All right. You see how I have two hands? All right. I got two eyes, two ears. All right. It represents dualities of the body and dualities of life in general. And typically people with Gemini placements, if I'm talking to a Gemini rising, this in this karmic day reading, all right, or a Gemini sun, this in this karmic day reading, typically with Geminis, they will be multitasking and doing two things at a time. All right. So don't be surprised if you may be at a crossroads right now. You may be at a fork in the road right now. Yeah, because you're at a fork in the road right now. All right. This is the Aries card, the action card, and it's in resistance. All right. So that means you may be hesitant, or you may not know what move you may not know what move you want to make next. All right. Like I said, it could be multiple options here at play, or there could just be some indecision. All right. Because with Aries in the upright position, it represents decisiveness. You know what you want to do. You know how you want to go about it. You know how you want to lay it down. You know how you want to play it. But when it's in the resistance position or reverse, this could mean hesitance. This could mean lack of courage. This could mean even fear in some cases, all right, depending on what's going on here. So we're going to continue here, all right, for my karmic dead people out there, all right. Let's see what we got here. Sounds like it's a little bit of turbulence here, starting off a little bit rough, ain't it? All right. Let's see what we got. And we got Neptune right on top, all right. Neptune card. And this planet is in retrograde right now. All right. It's in retrograde right now. And for the Gemini rising, excuse me, for the Gemini rising, it's in your, let me see, Gemini, Taurus, Aries. It's in like your ninth house. All right. And it's getting ready to go direct in December. All right. And what this could mean is that some of you all may be going through a paradigm shift or a change in the subconscious mind at this time, or a change of heart. I know a lot of times we associate the heart with, Venus, things of that nature, but Neptune, all right. A lot of people tend to associate, the love life, predominantly with Venus. All right. While it can signify, it can accommodate, but it does not predominantly, signify like the element or the actual chemical experience or effect of love. All right. Neptune is the planet of love. All right. And a lot of people don't know that Neptune is the planet of hidden and sacred things. You don't go around selling love. You don't go around putting it on a shelf. You don't market it. It's sacred. You hold it, you keep it, you exclusify it. You see what I'm saying? And then you make sure that people that you can trust, all right, can be trusted before that is exposed. So what this means is that some of y'all could find love at this time or in December. All right, after Saturn goes back direct in Pisces, it's gonna go back into Aries, and it's going to leave Neptune sign. All right. And for some of you all, you Pisces, whew, man, I know you cannot wait for Saturn to leave your sign. It's been dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging since 2022. All right. And it's getting ready to leave now, going into the sign of Aries for not forever, but for another 30 years. All right. So you got whatever's happening now, you got 30 years before you could either you can fix it or that you can, make it long lasting, basically. All right. Depends on what you're going through right now. Now, let's continue here as Neptune. All right. Is going back direct in December. And some of you guys could be going through a paradigm shift. I'm talking about these karmic dead people out here that this reading applies to. This reading applies to those that have birthdays on the 13th, 14th, which is today. Happy solar return. Those of you all that have a solar return today, wishing you a prosperous and peaceful and playful solar return from Pat Metaphysics. All right. Now, this reading is for those of you all that have birthdays on the 13th, 14th, 16th, and 19th, or if you have planets in your astrology chart or placements like a rising sign or a midhaven degree at 13, 14, 16, or 19. This reading applies to you, all right? So we got the activate card here, and then we got the invitation card here. Activate card in resistance, though, all right? So once again, it kind of correlates to this, where the Aries card is in resistance, the initiation energy, the energy to start things, all right? And I know right now it's a retrograde, not really ideal for starting, but this could have been even going on before the retrograde, where you guys may be struggling to start something at this time. All right. And with the solar flare card, activate card, either you guys could be under some type of restriction right now, either physically, health wise. All right. You may not be in the best shape. Some of you guys could be dealing with like viral colds or different things like that. But also, what this could mean is that some of you guys just may not really be the most social right now. All right. You may not be the most social right now, as the invitation card popped up. And this is the descendant card. This deals with other people. All right. But you got the solar flare card in resistance position, meaning you're not really looking to take just like open invitations or newcomers right now. And it's really not a good time for newcomers right now with the retrogrades. People that you've already been dealing with or that you already know, then yeah. But like just new people, not right now. All right, it could be a bit shaky. So some of y'all got friends that like to bring another friend around, and they be like, who this is, who this, and they be like, oh this time. Oh, okay, hey bro, kind of looking around, or you be like, hey bro, hey this my dog G. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? You like, hey, going on here type of stuff. All right. So especially with Venus and Scorpio now, it could be those type of third party, uncomfortable moments or experiences where you're kind of like, I was kind of expecting to just hang out with my bestie, but my bestie done found a stray or done found somebody that's trying to hang out. And it could be a thing where you could be like, man, what is going on? I'm not feeling this, all right? Who is that person? Who is that? Where did you find them at? Some of you all can even get a little bit astute with it, all right? Now, let's see here. We got the fifth house card in resistance, definitely not good. Or not, or the first house card, I'm sorry, definitely not good for scheduled appearances. All right, as the first house deals with scheduled appearances, it deals with accountability, showing up when you say you're going to show up, showing up for the appearance, showing up for the meeting, showing up for work, showing up for the doctor's appointment. You see what I'm saying? All of that is seen from the first house here, and it's in resistance position. All right, so some of y'all could even be dealing with some mental fog, because the first house deals with mental clarity as well. All right, some of y'all could be dealing with some mental fog, because look what else you got. You got the Neptune here, that could, and it's, the key word is vision. All right, and it's in the upright right now, but the planet is retrograde, so there can be some fog or some fogginess with some of you all right now, especially with the Gemini card here, which can kind of have people like, kind of, going, kind of verting back and forth, and they can't really make, a sound position or find a solid lane, because they don't want to miss out on it. So they're trying to find a way to skim both of them. Some of y'all could be doing that at this time. You could be refraining from picking a side in some type of manner, and it could be causing strain either on your body, anxiety wise, or it could be causing strain on another area of your life. All right, so it may be about making a solid choice here and just rolling with the choice that you made. All right, a lot of you all are very powerful. You don't realize how powerful you are. A lot of us don't realize how powerful we are, and sometimes for good reason, to save us from recklessness. But nevertheless, realizing how powerful you are sometimes can help in this regard, where it doesn't matter if it doesn't go the way that you thought it was going to go, because you picked this option. You still can, work your way around it, work your way through it, manifest, do all of it, do all of that you are so great at doing. All right, it's just about tapping in. You got it. It's already in us. All right. Now, last but not least, you got Saturn card here. All right, and Saturn, the planet of structure, the planet of time. All right, this could indicate that some of you are, it may not even be a thing where you may be fearful. It may not even be a thing where you may be lacking courage. You may have all the courage in the world, and and you're like, man, I just can't get out this stable. Just like a horse or a bull. I'm gonna use a better example. A bull that's in the stable. You watch the bull riders, and they ride, and they about to let the bull out the stable, but before that, he in there kicking sometimes, and butting and kicking and scraping and grunting it. He ready to get out. All right, and some of you are like that right now. But with this activate card in resistance, Saturn here, all right, and with the Aries card, because this is the gusto energy, but this is resistance. It could feel like that stable energy right now. Like, hold on, just hold it. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all just continue to gear up, possibly write down, thoughts. If your thoughts are just getting too restless and random, over a certain period, you're just sitting there, you're like, man, probably that's like an indication to probably start writing. All right, you got a lot going on. It's a little bit jumbled in there. Need to release it. Just like we have a bladder, you get full. What is the next thing that happens when it get full? The body get notified to do what? Release. All right, so that's what's going on for some of you all right now. Could be congested, artistically congested. You could be mentally congested at this time with duties and responsibilities trying to keep up. You could be intellectually congested at this time because you've just been reading and watching and reading and watching and reading and watching, and you ain't really wrote nothing down, ain't spoke nothing out, ain't jotted nothing down, ain't recorded nothing. So it's just congested. And some of y'all may be, intellectually constipated at this time. So in order to, get this going, it may need to involve like a release for some of you all, a video, podcast, post, or some type of either social activity, intellectual output, or information being relayed can possibly relieve the pressure. All right. Now, last but not least, we are going to go to our karma message here and see what the universe has for our karmic debt folk. All right. This is for if your birthday is on the 13th, 14th, 16th, or 19th. All right. And we're going to pull two cards. We're going to first pull the energy that you may owe here, the energy that you owe. All right. So we're going to ask universe and oracle and source to reveal the energy that these beloved people owe. All right. First. All right, and then we're gonna see what energy owes you, what energy may be coming to you, manifesting it for you, to you. All right, so that's how we're gonna do it. The first card is Mercury. All right. So this is the energy that you guys owe. Mercury is in retrograde and it's retrograde in Sagittarius. So what this could mean, there are some of y'all with these karmic dead numbers that I named, whether a birthday, planet, or placement, it may be about recalibrating ethics at this time, moral attitudes towards things at this time, moral attitude towards work. You know, if you got an attitude of nonchalant or a negative attitude like, man, hate this job. It may be about rewiring that at this time. If you got, you know, a nonchalant or kind of standoffish attitude towards education at this time, it may be about, you know, rewiring that at this time. Some of y'all may be carrying around a set of beliefs that you never really, you know, took in all the way in the first place, but because it was put on you so heavy that you actually operate out of this belief system, even though you don't claim to be a supporter of the belief system. For some of y'all, this could be Christianity, you know, closet Christianity, where you know some of y'all you won't go to church, but when you assess somebody, or when you observe somebody, or when you make you know an observation, or you know evaluation, that it may be typically tied to religious principles, religious views, even if you're not saying that. All right, for some of you all, for instance, if you see a guy, you know, for some of you all, uh, you may see two people uh, that's not married living together, and some of you all may have a negative outlook on that. All right, whereas other people they're like, hey, they living their life. You know what I'm saying? As long as nobody's hurting each other, burning nothing down, stabbing or shooting or none of that, they're cool. But for some of y'all, you be like, oh no, that's just you know already like no optimism. So what this could be about for the karmic debt numbers right now, you owe optimism. All right, you owe it to be optimistic right now, because some of you are maybe going through a struggle right now, maybe going through a tussle right now with either finances or faith. All right, but it's about optimism right now. You owe optimism. All right, so Mercury popped out as the energy that you guys owe. All right, now we're going to reveal the energy that owes you. All right, on today. And let's see here. Drum roll. And Aquarius. All right, the water bearer. And the 11th zodiac, all right, out of the 12. And Aquarius signifies groups, it signifies teams, sportsmanship, it signifies hopes, wishes, and dreams, unexpected events centered around hopes, wishes, and dreams, or even disappointments of dreams. And Aquarius also represents intelligence. All right, it represents advances in tech, advances in intelligent or IQ based endeavors. All right, AI, things of that nature. And for some of you all, this is coming your way. For some of you all, you're going to get into AI. Some of you are going to get into you know Chat GPT. Some of you are going to get into you know software programming. Some of you are going to get into cybersecurity. Some of you all are going to get into Bitcoin and things of that nature. All right, because this is the energy that owes you all, and it's coming your way. All right, so you know it may be open. It may be best for some of you guys to be open to conversations and networking at this time as well, because Aquarius is a significator of networking as well, branching, networking, joining together, collaborating, things of that nature. All right, and for some of you all, that's your bread and butter. All right, that's actually your most lucrative trait that you have that can you know bring in the most resources, not an actual job skill, but networking, the way you know how to talk, the way you can listen to what someone is saying, figure out you know what they may need or can use or can benefit from, figure out what type of people they could possibly talk to. That is networking. And for some of you all, you have that gift. For some of you all, you got that gift locked in. All right, so yes, job skills, of course, never going to say no to that, but for some of you all, you may just need to perfect your networking skills at this time, and this is what the energy that owes you. All right, now two words here. Says communicate. Communicate what? Your vision. All right. Well, we just talked about that. We talked about the constipation. We talked about, you know, the being stopped up possibly. All right. That's your spiritual message. Then material message. What's new and different about what? Analyze. Or this could even be read, analyze what's new and different. For some of y'all, like I said, this could be a new friend or associate, because the Aquarius card popped up. This could mean a friend or associate that you may be taking an extra look at or may need to take an extra look at this time. All right. It could be a new business partner or it could be a new boss for some of you out at a job. But it's talking about analyzing what's new and different at this time. Also, this could talk about your analyzation skills. What's new about it? Have you guys gotten smarter? Have you guys gotten more wiser? Are you able to see intentions now? Are you able to see a lot about what's unsaid? Because 80% of communication is unsaid. All right. So that's what this is about here. All right. The material message. And then last but not least, the physical message says use an unconventional way and what? Let your mind tell you how to. All right. Let your mind tell you how to. Or this could read, let your mind tell you how to create an unconventional way. All right. On today. So this may be about, marketing, networking. This may be about allowing your mind to get creative, allowing your mind to link up with other like-minded people on today. Don't be a hermit. Don't be in a cave because that can dwindle the creativity, that can dwindle the innovation, that can dwindle the intellect. Aquarius people get smarter when they are around other smart people, around other engaging people that share their ideas, not around secretive people, not around people who like to stay quiet and watch and stalking and different things like that. They like to be around people who are brainy, people who are bounty, people who are radiant, people who are, what I'm saying, buoyant and can influence. All right, because that's what the key word is for Aquarius, influence on today. All right, so let your mind tell you how to use an unconventional way or be unconventional on today. All right, folks. This has been your Karmic Debt reading here for Karmic Debt Week in Astrology. Wishing you all the best and stay tuned for more this week here with Pet Metaphysics. Practical, powerful, tangible. Namaste.